Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Shirani. Today I'm going to show you how to make Belizean Dukunu using canned corn. Before we get started on the recipe, let's talk about corn a little bit. So I've made this recipe with super sweet corn like the one I'm holding on the right, and I've also made it with sweet corn, the one on the left. As you can see, the one on the left looks a little bit different. The water in the can looks a little bit milky, and that's because that one has sugar in it. By looking on the can with the one that says super sweet on the right, you would think, of course, that's the one with the sugar, right? Well, I was very wrong. That one doesn't have any sugar in it. That's just corn, water, and salt. And then the one on the left that says sweet, that's the one that has the sugar. Corn, water, sugar, and salt. The reason I'm talking about all this is because it will make a difference with the way your dukunu tastes and how it comes out. So for me, the sweet corn is a no-no. Okay, so for this recipe, I'm using 2 cans of the super sweet corn, and I'm going to drain it and put it in my blender. I'm going to blend this for 1 minute. As you can see, I didn't put anything in the blender, it was just the corn that I'm blending. As always, I'm going to have the exact measurements in the description box below for you. For the Belizean people watching, I know you're thinking, "Gal, dana sa'yo make ducunu na, what kind of thing you to make?" But this is for the days when you don't have fresh corn and you want to make some ducunu. You just feel like eat ducunu. So this recipe is for that. I have another ducunu recipe up on my channel already, and in that video I showed you how to make it using fresh corn and how to make it in a husk. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to leave it linked below for you. Make sure you scrape out that blender really good, you can't leave nothing behind. To my blended corn, I'm adding a half a teaspoon of salt and 4 tablespoons of melted butter. Mix that really well. The last thing I'm adding is 1 cup of cornmeal. Mix that until everything is combined. If you know anything about making dukunu, you know that traditional dukunu doesn't have any cornmeal in it. The reason you have to put the cornmeal is because the sweet corn doesn't have enough starch in it, so it needs something to bind it together. Like I said, this is not the traditional way, so I'm using aluminum foil to wrap this in. I'm using 1 spoon of the corn mixture and putting it in my foil. That's the size of the dukunu I like. Take both sides of the foil and bring them together, and you're going to fold that over. And make sure you seal it really well because you don't want any water to get in. And you're going to do this 2 times, and then you're going to press it down. And when you press it down, make sure you leave a little bit of room because the dukunu will swell a little bit. And then you're going to fold over both of the edges. Think of it like this, wrap them the same way you would wrap a Belizean tamales using aluminum foil. From the 2 cans of corn, I made 7 dukunu. And I know you might be thinking that's a little bit, but it's just my hubby and I, so I don't really make a lot of food. If you've noticed, my recipes are really small. But you can always double it, triple it, or do whatever you need to do. I'm going to put them in my pot and then I'm going to fill it with some water. You don't have to fill the pot all the way, you don't have to cover the ducunu, so just do it about halfway up. Let this come to a boil, and once this comes to a boil, you're going to lower the heat to medium and let it cook for 40 minutes. Now that they're done, I'm just going to take them out and put them on a plate to cool. It was still warm, but I couldn't wait. I wanted to open one up and show you. Remember, I'm using the super sweet corn, the one that doesn't have any sugar in it. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful this is. I wish you guys could smell it and taste it. All I needed was my Belizean stewed chicken to go with this. If you're interested in my Belizean stewed chicken recipe, I have 2 of them up. I'm going to leave them linked below for you if you're interested. Like I said, this is not your traditional ducunu, but this is just for when you want something. You know how Belizeans are, we always feel for something nice. So this stuff for when you don't want to go to shop go buy corn or cotton in a season or something like that, then you make this. It was so good. It just tasted like homemade ducunu, like the ducunu we get back home. Or if you just want something easy, I mean, this is so easy to make. You make your stewed chicken and you make some ducunu one time. I couldn't stop eating this ducunu. It was just too good. My hubby said, "You're eating them out. We need to take pictures." I just wanted to open some of them to show you what they look like, to show you how they just come right off the foil. They just came out so perfect. Okay, remember in the beginning of the video I said if you make your ducunu with sweet corn, the one that has sugar in it, your ducunu will come out different. Well, this is what it looks like. I made this the day before because I wanted to show you the difference. As you can see, this one stuck to the foil. I mean, you could still peel it off and it will come off, but it's just not the same, and it didn't taste the same. I didn't like the way this one tastes. I think the sugar in the corn messed up the taste. I know everyone will not be able to get the same brand of corn that I use, so my suggestion is if you're making this, make sure you use a corn. Don't get this one. Make sure you use one that says just water, salt, and corn. If it says it has any sugar in it, don't get that one. Here's a little side by side so you can see the difference. As you can see, this one comes right off, and then the other one is stuck to the foil, and it looks different too. I mean, my gosh, I don't like sit that one on the right. I really hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Every thumbs up helps to get my videos out there. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't yet subscribed, please don't forget to do that. And I'll talk to you in my next one. Take care. Bye.